We work so you can play. Blood for the Blood God. Chaos Space Marine Tactica.
MiniWarGamer Dave here from MiniWarGaming.com. Yeah, that's right, my friends. Khorne Berserkers, the original creation of Angron and his World Eaters. How did he do it? He basically gave his World Eaters lobotomies and took out that fear and danger sense and heightened the battle rush sense and turned them into bloodthirsty warriors that dedicated themselves to the chaos god Khorne. And now they are the ultimate close combat killing machines. And they are just as likely to fight you, being their friend, or the enemy at hand. And if you ask me, that's pretty cool. All right, let's talk about some do's and don'ts. Do's, always have a dedicated transport, whether it's a Rhino or a Land Raider, because if they're out in the open, they're just going to be targeted and they're going to be obliterated before they get into close combat, and that's what they were designed for. Close combat. Make sure you get them into close combat by whatever means necessary. Whether it's using your other precious Chaos Space Marines as fodder. I know we hate to do that because all of our guys are precious, but it's worth it in order to get your Khorne Berserkers into close combat. Why? Because they got their Furious Charge. And you know that ups their strength and initiative, and it just makes it really awesome. A good tactic is throwing Chaos Space Marines up there, or it could be even a Havoc Squad up there with their blast templates, or it could be even a Defiler. I'm sorry, Diffie, I'll never call you fodder again. A Vindicator and a Demon Prince. All of those are good. Now, when I say fodder, I don't mean fodder. I mean a distraction, okay? So your Berserkers can get into close combat. Have I said that already? I think I said that already. So, once they are in close combat, they have 4 attacks, provided that you charge your enemy. Now that's just sick. 4 attacks, and they got their chain axes, which are close combat weapons. They aren't power weapons, but they're still cool. Unless you upgrade one of your guys to a Skull Champion, and then you can give him a power weapon. But that's an extra 30 points. So that's totally up to you. I would do it for the possible enemies that you might be fighting, which could negate their armor. But I said this once and I'll say it again, put them in a dedicated transport. Rhinos are the bare minimum thing that you should put them in. That you must put them in. Never put them out there by themselves. They are close combat units. They don't have the ability to shoot far away. They can shoot once before they charge because of their bolt pistols, but that's only at a limited range. An awesome option is to put them in the Land Raider because they can assault after moving up. How sick is that? Wouldn't that just be amazingly awesome? Just think about this for a second. I'm moving up in a Land Raider, which has a very high armor all the way around, so it's gonna be very hard to penetrate it, and then they assault, the very same turn. I just love my life. Now, if you want to go all out with Khorne Berserkers, and you put them in Land Raiders, with Chaos Space Marines in their Land Raiders, you can only hold up to 10. Same with the Rhinos, which is a little bit ironic because Land Raiders are a lot bigger. But that's beside the point. Give them demonic possession. So have your Land Raiders, as many as you can. Let's say there's 3 Land Raiders, and then behind them there's Rhinos. The Land Raiders provide cover for the Rhinos, and they all have Berserkers in them. By the end of the game, there will be nothing left but your Land Raiders. But there would have been a lot of blood and carnage in the meantime, and the Blood God will be happy. Berserkers are also good for counter-charging. Have your distraction unit, and then counter-assault with your Berserkers, because they just kill, maim, and burn, in the words of Khorne. When charging a unit with your Khorne Berserkers, there is a possible 5 attacks that you are able to inflict on your enemy. 1 for shooting your pistols, and 4 for charging. That is a lot of attacks, and you will be putting on the hurt. You will be putting your enemy in the hurt locker, and you'll rattle it around. And when you open up the locker, you'll see their brains all over the place, and the Blood God will be happy. Now there's a question of HQ. Do I field Khorne the Betrayer, or do I field the Demon Prince? Well, let's do a little comparison right here. Khorne is awesome. I love that guy. He hits anything, even his own guys, especially his own guys, but he just hits a lot. Demon Prince, with wings and warp time, is actually a little bit less points than Khorne the Betrayer, surprisingly enough, and he's a monstrous creature, which Khorne the Betrayer, with his Gore Child, counts as the same thing, because he gets to roll an extra die in armor penetration, so that's equal there. Now Khorne has Furious Charge, so that equals the strength of the Demon Prince when they both charge in, but Khorne only gets that for 1 turn. His initiative would also be higher than a Demon Prince, just for 1 turn though. After that, they would both be the same. Now your Prince can move 12 inches. Khorne can't move as far, but he also gets more attacks. He gets 1 more attack. And so it's entirely up to you. Try them both out. They're both good. Now, I know it's not fluffy to have a Demon Prince with wings and warp time. That's not Khorne-y, if you will. So put a mark of Khorne on him then, and he can't move as far. And then you might as well go with Khorne the Betrayer, because he hits on 2s all the time. And if he rolls a 1, he hits your own guys, and it's awesomeness. Back to the Berserkers. You can field 5 to 20 of them. Now, if you want to put them in a Rhino, you can only have 10. You can't have more than that. So if you're going to have 20 Berserkers, you might as well have 2 squads of 10 so you can put them in 2 Rhinos. Do that. Do not field them on the field by themselves, because they will get lonely, and then they will die, because people are really afraid of these guys. They are insane. They really are. Something else you can do is give your Berserkers a personal icon. Now, what does that do? Well, you can have your Terminators come in within 6 inches automatically of your Berserkers and help them out wherever they are on the battlefield. Or if you got your Obliterators, same thing. Now that is insanely awesome. Now that is awesome because not only are you having a distraction unit, then your Berserkers come in and help them out, you're also having another unit come help out your Berserker. So it's bang, 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 everything dies. Now Berserkers also have a higher weapon skill as compared to the Chaos Space Marine, and they have an extra attack. And so that's just awesome. Like you're hitting on lower rolls and you're getting more attacks. You get one more attack than Chaos Space Marines. So have fun with your Khorne Berserkers. Just kill, maim, burn.